behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a couple moments. But before we get into that, don't forget that subscribe button and the bell. And when you click both of them, you'll be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/PalmMashTV. And feel free to follow us there and send us an inbox and comment on the things you see there. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, or if you're simply a fan, email us at palmmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And all this is going to be recapped for you, the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. We have Leslie Ann Mosier today from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Very excellent country music artist. And I think you're really going to like the song at the end of the interview and learning more about Leslie. And we'll get to that in just a second, but here's a quick word from Smile World TV, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
The types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, here we are with our interview, and from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, today we have Leslie Ann Mosier. Thanks for joining us, Leslie.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to be here.
Well, we enjoyed having you here. Tell us a little bit how it all began for you as an artist, because everyone has a different walk of life on how they became an artist, and I'm sure you got your own. So why don't you share your story with us?
Oh yeah, well, I was raised in a very musical family. My dad especially was a singer and a musician and a radio announcer, and so I grew up actually with a studio in my house, and just from an early age, my dad picked up on my ability to sing on pitch. And so he started working with me, as well as my first grade music teacher. And so I was always getting called in to sing backup on recording sessions and jingles for radio and different things. And so I just, I loved it. I think part of it's genetic, but again, I sang in my high school choir and an elite group of singers. We would do all the competitions and things like that and have fun. We did a jazz show at the end of the year, which I really enjoyed. And then just from there, I pursued it in the very late 80s, right at the cusp of the 90s. I met a Nashville songwriter who I started doing demos for, and he had a few hits, one with Reba McEntire. And so he tried to help me, break into the business, so to speak. And I pitched to a few labels. And long story short, nothing major ever came out of it. I pursued on into the 90s and did writers' nights and showcases and things. And then in 2000, I got pregnant with my first child and was very sick during the pregnancy. And I, stopped doing writers' nights for a while and wound up having two kids and took a little break for a while. So I'm kind of just getting back into it now. So.
Well, that's quite a story, and I'm glad that you went back to the music thing, and I hope you'll be around for a long time.
Well, it's fun getting the stuff out there and just seeing what happens. I don't have nearly the expectations that I had years ago. It's just, it's just really cool to be able to do this. Social media is a different thing that's available now than it was when I was pursuing back in the day. So it's kind of cool to see how things have changed,
Well, I know as you mentioned Reba. Would she be an influence on you? Do you have any other influences that come to mind?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my influences go back quite a ways, but I grew up listening to Linda Ronstadt,
Uh-huh.
um, Bonnie Raitt, you know, and oh, the Carpenters. I mean, Karen Carpenter. All those folk, all the ones from the '70s, and then in the '80s, Reba came around, and Patty Loveless, Trisha Yearwood are just some artists that I always liked listening to. I have some male influences too, like Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers,
Oh yeah.
Dan Fogelberg, and then Vince Gill, just so many just good voices. Oh, Alison Krauss is one I forgot to mention too. I've always loved her stuff. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
have so many more, but those are a few that I can name.
Yeah, and obviously all of them are legends, especially the Carpenters, obviously as you mentioned, and Linda Ronstadt, all of them,
Mhm.
and I mean the list goes on. So I can understand how you got your sound from. If anybody's watching this right now, they may want to get in touch with you on social media, or maybe they want to download their music. How would they do that? Is it all streaming platforms? Maybe you got physical copies? Let us know.
Yeah, well, right now I have my Facebook artist page. So if they could just want to search under Leslie Ann Mosier Music, and I'm sure we can put a link up for that. And it has all of the links to the social media, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Pandora, and all the platforms. So they can find my stuff there, and hopefully stay tuned there to see where I might be playing around and around town in Nashville, and then who knows where after that. So
Okay, well, that's good. So go there and get some of her music. I know she would love you for that. And we're getting ready to play one of your songs right now. It's called I Just Don't Love You Anymore. I'm sure there's a story behind that, but let us know.
yeah, well, the song is called I Just Cannot Love You Anymore. And this one actually is not one that I wrote, but I recorded for a songwriter friend of mine. And I always told him that the song came out so well. I thought it was one of the best demos I had done. It, you know, not saying anything about myself, but just the music, the song, the recording, and my voice and everything, the arrangement. It was just one of those magical moments where everything came together, and it's one of my favorites. I always told him I would release it, and I love the song. It is a very emotional, deep piece, but it's just a good song, and I think it's a good country song, and I'm excited. My friend songwriter that is the writer, his name is Mike Kearns, or he goes by J.M. Kearns. So give a shout out to him. And like I said, I just love the song, and I was grateful for the opportunity to be able to sing it.
Okay, and I apologize about the error on the title. It's I just cannot love you anymore. I said I just don't love you anymore is what I said.
Yeah,
I apologize.
real close, real close.
Yeah, but I'm. It sounds like it's self-explanatory anyway. Because there's a lot of sad songs like that, and but it is really good. And I've heard it a couple times, and you did a real good job on it. I know everybody out there is dying to hear it, so we're going to get to that in just a second. But Leslie, we want to thank you again for coming on the show. Maybe one day if you have something new to plug for us, got another video or something, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know when we release something new. Okay.
Okay, well that sounds good, Leslie. And here it is. I just cannot love you anymore by Leslie Ann Mosier. Here it is, right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.
I can fly you like an eagle in the sky, just to show you what it feels like to be high. And I can take you to the deepest canyon floor. but I just cannot love you anymore. I can find you when you've lost your candle flame, and bring you back to see a sunny day. And if you're drowning, I can pull you into shore. But I just cannot love you anymore. If you ask me, I can stay home for a week or a month or a year, but the part of me that matters isn't here. I can listen while you cry yourself to sleep over someone that you wanted more than me. And I can hold you with a hunger like before, but I just